Galactic Starcruiser has a gimmick that might work? I know, I don't usually say positive things about these. I have Mecha bookmarked this channel. Today we gotta talk a little bit about this Galactic Starcruiser rumor that came out. It's been speculated, it's been thought of, and this one might actually not be that terrible of an idea, all things considered. I know, right? Here we go from Walt Disney World News today. Walt Disney Imagineers say they want to include Star Wars holidays in the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser storytelling. That makes it just a little bit more interesting. It might be something that brings more people into the park, into the experience. It's not a park. It's basically a windowless bunker that you whisked away into. I can't help but laugh at this. This is probably the most exciting news. Walt Disney Imagineer Alex Lee recently sat down with Gizmodo and talked about the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. In the interview, Lee mentioned how Imagineers want to eventually incorporate Star Wars quote-unquote holidays into the immersive storytelling aboard the Galactic Starcruiser. Are they gonna do Life Day? Are they gonna do well, first off, what is Life Day? It's just like Christmas from the holiday special. Are they gonna include like Ewok Independence Day? I don't know. What are they gonna put in there? That might be interesting to have like theme gimmicks just to push it on those holiday days where they can kind of justify, as long as they don't increase the price any. I think that might be a little bit more of an incentive, because then, okay, now I'm not just doing some weird story thing. Now it's a holiday. I think this might be designed to get second return sort of visits to the experience for people who can afford $6,000 a pop. That's really what it boils down to for me, is how overly expensive that, to your average person, I think this is. You've got to be making some serious cash to even consider these sort of vacations, in my opinion anyway. And for the money, we've discussed it countless times what you can do with it. This might make it a little bit less painful. I don't know. Before joining the creative crew behind the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, Alex Lee worked in the theatrical market, then was recruited by Disney Parks to work on products for East Asian audiences, then did a stint at Shanghai Disney Resort. All of that experience comes together at his current gig. Did you check his pronouns? Entertainment producer for Galactic Starcruiser Walt Disney World, an immersive Star Wars themed ride aboard luxury space liner. There, Lee is a part of the team that helps guests live out their own adventures. In our conversation about how Starcruiser voyages are evolving as more guests get to experience the attraction, Lee explained that he doesn't exactly hail from a fanboy background. Ooh, so he doesn't like it. Maybe this is a bad thing. Maybe this is a bad thing if somebody who doesn't know anything about it says what they should do. After the Shanghai Disney Resort opened, I had the opportunity to work for this portfolio and franchise, which is fascinating because I really didn't have an affinity for it, but it was thrilling that I've been able to do some great things with Star Wars. Oh no! Lee told IO9, referring to his involvement in developing Disneyland and Disney World Land, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This might be part of the problem here. I'm changing my mind. This might be terrible news. Of course, I'm the only sicko who wants to laugh about the Star Wars holiday special and would actually go and show up for that. I get it. Most people pan it. I kind of like it as a bad Mystery Science Theater movie, because that's really my interest in Star Wars anymore. We celebrate. We've been riffing The Mandalorian. We've been making fake commercials for the Book of Boba Fett. Probably do the same thing with the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. This is more of a I am curious to see what happens sort of thing, but
if you tell my force, my achy breaky force, I might blow up like Alderaan.
So if you have non-fans making this, that might be a bit of an issue now, wouldn't it? The team Lee works with, he explained, covers a range of Star Wars fandom. There's people who have come to this project who are Star Wars fans but aren't necessarily recruited because they're Star Wars fans. We actually found out about it, that they're actually very hesitant to kind of show that. They think it's going to hinder their progress going into the field. That's because we keep hearing they'd rather have non-fans work on these things, because non-fans aren't going to come in with ideas. It's really interesting to see who is passionate about what between the cast members who are hardcore Disney and hardcore Star Wars fans, and those like me who are neither but are equally dedicated to production experience and creating stories. It's no wonder he is brought into work on Starcruiser. Why? Why? Because he knows nothing about Star Wars? Oh no! Yeah, this is a great idea. I love a good train wreck. No, I'm changing my mind again. This is a great idea. I love a good train wreck. This might be even worse. It takes a particular set of skills to make a production like this work, including knowing how to create spaces for the story to flow on board. I was on development side of creating an entertainment program as the producer working with the show team to identify what facility needed to be, what we needed in the space to bring these characters to life in these stories. He said of the production phase, and then working with the operations team to develop strategies that would allow... Oh yeah, we're gonna skip over. I am uninterested now. Now you have told me that you don't like Star Wars and that you only do it because you want to be a producer and get some credit on your resume. If you've seen any of the highly detailed vlogs or social media videos which highlight the array of guest experiences on board the Halcyon, you get a resounding, "How do we come back?" more often than a one-and-done reaction. That steep cost notwithstanding, of course. See, they can't even deny how expensive it is. That's something that could test the Maiden Voyage story approach if enough fans are able to find a way to fund another adventure, and Lee's already anticipating how that could potentially change things for the Halcyon. I'm there on site and ensuring that we're telling the stories that we want to tell and the people are still enjoying them. So they basically want to figure out how to milk their hardest core fans for another $6,000 by just changing it just enough to say, oh, but we have to go back because it's just a little bit different. It's gonna be Life Day. It's gonna be a little bit different this time.
Wait, don't be fooled.
It's gonna be a Star Wars holiday inside. Oh, and I don't want to mock people who are like that. That's really how they feel, though. They want to milk the hardest core fans because they feel like those are the ones that are just gonna eat up anything. And the fact that they want to figure out how to get you twice, that seems a little bit shady to me. So here we go. They're just patting themselves on the back. Perhaps they just come back to a Groundhog Day event and rehash the same events we've already played.
Don't drive angry.
So here they're just trying to convince people that, oh, people end up cosplaying and storytelling and playing along and they don't even realize they're doing it. And what if they want to come back? What if they want to do a story again or continue their character or their experience? Would it be just a Groundhog Day event, or would it be, something more interesting? See, that would be my concern too. Like, what if you wanted to do it again, but it's the exact same thing? Who's going to really, really want to do that again? I can see something like, I've ridden the Star Trek Las Vegas ride probably somewhere up in the 100 sort of times, because they let you keep going back. You can go back all day and ride it 10 times in a day if you really want to.
Make it so.
Now, sure, I've ridden the Star Trek experience in Las Vegas probably a few dozen times, and it got very repetitive time and time again. And then they added the Borg Invasion 4D portion, which changed it up enough to come back a few times and ride that one. But that was also like $20. And I happened to live in Las Vegas at the time, and you could just drive across town, which is great, This is $6,000 and it's in Florida, and if you don't live there and don't have that kind of cash, if you really go back and do the exact same experience, is it worth it? So they almost have to change it up. They almost have to figure out something. Formal events, please let's go spooky excursions, do a haunted thing. That might be good. That might be good too. They really, with what is there, who's gonna go back and do it again? Before you get too excited, it's important to note that the Halcyon is still within its first few weeks of operation. And the fact that they're trying to figure out how they get people back this badly seems to indicate to me that it's not really doing very well. It's not a success. Let's look up and see in real time how much Galactic Starcruiser... hotel prices. Where is it? The itinerary. $900 per guest per night, or $5,200 or $5,900. It's a lot of money. Like 2 guests is $5,000. For 2 people, it's $5,000. And these most weeknights. So what do we got? What's open? All of August, all of July. How about June? Anything in June? June's all sold out. Okay, June's sold out for now. How about April? Is April sold out? July? We don't know. May. April, May, and June are all sold out. Okay. July is pretty much wide open. July, August. It looks like a lot of people aren't really booking that far out in advance. It looks like you're only going to have a month or so to plan if you really want to go. I think they're panicking and they don't know how they're going to get people back who can actually afford it, who actually love this so much that they want to do this, and they're seeing what might stick, you know? Definitely do a haunted spooky Halloween event. Do Life Day. Do the stupid stuff. Why not? Make it something more interesting. I mean, even the fountain show at the Bellagio, they change it up. The garden, they change it every 4 months. So you gotta have, and that's free. That's free. Why am I talking so much about Vegas? Well, we might have a second channel in the works. Stay tuned. I am Mecca, and we'll see you guys on the next video, live stream or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
If you tell my force, my achy breaky force, I might